Great fellas come around, we got stories to astound, good vibes and laughs all day. It's the Guy Talk way. Sports and tales of daring diesels, real secrets, spill the beans from garage church to harbor reveals. Together we break the seals. Guy Talk every morning light, chat until the moon is bright. Friendship, laughter, endless fun. Guy Talk till the day is done. Life is tough, but here we fight with each other. We survive through the highs and through the lows. Best pal sharing all we know, meet the crew and hear them chat from serious to funny. Flat every story, every tale in the circle never fails.
Welcome to Guy Talk, where we unpack the world through our eyes, hearts, and experiences. I'm Guy, and I've got my crew with me. Fellas, say hello to everyone.
Hello, I'm Sil, True North, strong and free.
Hey y'all, I'm Victor. I'm the Sandman. Tell me your dreams.
And I'm Guy here, and I'm a tad shy, but quite delicious.
I'm Leaf, and I'm creativity and chaos with a hefty dose of fun.
Hi, I'm Robbie Rue, the last great sweetheart of the Grand Electric Rodeo.
And I'm Rayman. I bring the Southern charm here.
Well, here we are again. So let's get this started. We call this little segment of ours Real Talk. So, guys, let's start with a bit of heavy question today. When it comes to relationships in SL, is this just a game to most? Or are some actually looking to take it to real life?
All right, guys, this is my opinion on relationships in SL. I have had a good number of relationships, and there have been some good ones, some bad ones. There have been some that have stayed strictly SL, and there have been some where we have voiced, through either Discord or through SL, and we knew, how to reach each other in real life if we weren't able to get into Second Life or whatever. And I've gone as far as to have two relationships go from Second Life to real life, like physically moving. And
Wow.
I would say that SL is definitely more than just a game, because this is not AI, okay? Plain and simple. AI just came around. I've been in this game for 12 years. This was not AI. There is somebody typing on that keyboard. There is somebody on that microphone on the other end. So there is nothing about, in my opinion, that's just a game. It's like a 3D social network where, you can be a slut, or you can be a whore, or you can be faithful, or you can be unfaithful, or there's so many different aspects to it. But me personally, I treat it like it's a game where you're able to get involved with people in real life. So, I mean, like I said, I've gone to real life from SL twice, and both times it's worked out well. So, except for the fact that one of my people that I went to real life with passed away. But other than that, it's been great.
Okay, well, Sil, what do you think on this subject?
I agree. I think through the many years I've been in Second Life, relationships come in all shapes and sizes. And some are platonic, some are just based on the community or the people that you're hanging out with. And some delve into, the more romantic and the more, intimate in a sense. And that comes on so many levels as well. I'm currently with somebody in a Second Life relationship that I've been with for a year and a half, and we had a Second Life wedding, and it was really cute. I've completely enjoyed getting to know my SL husband and partner, and we very quickly evolved from it being just a text based and a 3D based interaction to, almost immediately we were talking in voice and having conversations. And that's expanded to, as close as we can have our real life connection, because he's on the other side of the world. I'm in Canada, he's in the Ukraine, and we still try to carve out time to have video calls and always touching base and just being able to have those types of connections with somebody, I think, on any level, whether it's someone that you're romantically involved with or just someone that is, your best Judy or your best friend. It really depends on how much you want to invest and how much they want to invest as well. And there's a certain amount of
Wow.
trust that comes with it.
Well, yeah, I agree. And let's see. Who else on the panel has an opinion on this? Let's try Lee.
Well, like these guys, I've been around for a while, and I've also had my share of different experiences, both in world and stuff that bled over into real life, or deliberately came from real life into Second Life as well. And I think it really just depends. I mean, like, what is gaming really? Even if you're on Steam or like any given multiplayer platform, it's a social area to network with other people that enjoy things that you do. That whether you're in Grand Theft Auto or you're in Second Life, all you're doing is really just spending time with other people in areas that you may not necessarily be able to go physically at the time, or possibly could. It could be with your neighbor next door, but in time slots that are more manageable. But how real is what you're doing in, again, Grand Theft Auto versus Second Life? I mean, you can fly in Second Life, you can be a dog in Second Life, you can do whatever you want. It's kind of just a giant sandbox. So there are games that have been carved out, which I actually have one I'm going to discuss later on the show. But like social interactions, like what we're having right here, these are just people sitting around chatting about things that are both real life and Second Life. Even though the show that we're talking about here is angled at Second Life, we still bring our real world into it. So, anybody watching this or listening to it, they're going to know things about the real us as well as the personas that we might represent online. So, I just think it's just a blurred line situation.
I think so too. We're just a whole bunch of friends sitting out here on the patio talking.
Right.
Yep.
Ray, do you have thoughts on this subject?
Well, again, I've been around for a while, been in and out of just very few relationships. But I mean, I love the friendship aspect and talking and things like that. But me personally, I feel like the relationships in themselves is too much work. It's just not. It's just I'm good. I don't need to have one. I don't need that extra committed relationship. I don't need all that. For me, just pure friendship is good.
Okay, well, that was really brief. My thoughts on the subject are basically they're all a bunch of players. No. What do y'all think? Are they all a bunch
Not
of
all
players?
of us. Not all of us are.
I'm teasing. It seems
There
like
are a lot out there.
There are
Yeah.
some players for
There
sure.
are, but again, you're going to find that on any platform, even non-gaming,
Absolutely.
forums, and yeah, even in real life, you're going to find a lot of people who are attracted to different scenes that are players.
I've been fortunate enough to find some real sweethearts. But yes, I've also run into my share of nightmares. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I've just had too many of my share of nightmare.
I
That's
think we
all.
probably all have.
I don't know. Either they're dating or they're um on their alt, it seems, dating someone
Mm.
else. I think some people have a lot of alts and other people don't have any.
That's
But
definitely true. And
you,
whether that's a reflection on, how real they take this situation, definitely. Like, if you get a bunch of people, they got a bunch of alts that are all dating different people, obviously they're not taking this too seriously.
Right.
But, somebody who's got a single, account on Second Life could also be dating a lot of people and not telling people. So.
Well, yeah.
well, that would
That's
be
true.
interesting trying to fit into all areas and genres. Wouldn't that be strange?
You can't tell what that other person is doing. So there is a trust issue as
All right,
well.
now
Absolutely.
let's find out what Robbie has to say on the subject.
Yeah, Robbie.
I would say the thing, something that came to when I first came into Second Life, I saw a little poster in a role playing sim that stuck with me all this time. Is that nothing here is real except the feelings, and that's always stuck with me. Is because for me, Second Life is my real life. It's where all of my friends are. It's where all of my social activities are, where most of my creative activities are. And, I'm sort of housebound in real life. And so you know, I've never wanted to bring Second Life out into real life because, people are icky. You're all much better off in there where you can't actually see me.
A lot of people feel like you, Robbie. I think there's a lot of people out there on Second Life who either are housebound or for different reasons, their schedules or whatever, are kind of pigeonholed into a narrow social gap that this covers very nicely.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Absolutely. I know it's the same for me, Robbie. I, am not necessarily homebound, but I can't leave by myself to go anywhere because of a caregiving situation. Because of having to take care of someone here at my home, and they need 24/7 supervision or watching or whatever you want to call it. So I completely get it.
Right. Absolutely.
Moving on to our next segment is called SL on a Budget, where we explore things that you can do in world that's not going to cost you any money, but give you a lot of fun. So, Sil, if you would care to start us off on this topic today.
Sure. My second life on a budget is going to be about Second Norway, and I've enjoyed being in this area for various reasons, but there's a lot to do with the various vehicles you can drive around. It's so well landscaped, and the way it's been conceptualized, and there is a wonderful little community that even if you're driving around in the urban areas or in the country and you come across somebody else, they're more than willing to stop and have a conversation with you. And I've met a lot of really interesting people there, and I've learned a lot about the different vehicles and the different systems that people like to use there. With there's get the freight out, which is something that you can use with every kind of vehicle that's around there. But aside from that, it's just a cute little tucked away place with farmhouses and cottages and seaside villas, and um, there's hiking trails, there's ruins, there's little secret passages. So it's kind of like one of those places that you don't really think about there being much to see, but then you actually, when you kind of peel back the layers, you see more than you would have expected. They have people that run community shuttles and ferries for like just little tours around the islands. And as I said, you can rent actually for free. You can just go there and take one of their electric cars and drive around wherever you want to go. And there's many different locations where you can pick up those cars. It's really beautiful. So I would really encourage that. If you have nothing to do, look up Second Norway and have a little visit there. You won't be disappointed. And let's have Victor. Why don't you tell us about your Second Life on a budget?
All right, the place that I absolutely love to go when I just want to get away and uh, just really have a great time for nothing. It's a Wedcott. It's a play off of Epcot. There's a whole lot to see and do there. There's so many exhibits. There's rides. Um, there's food, there's shops where you can go and spend your lindens. They've got some of the most adorable fashions, I do have to say. And one thing that I find that's really fun there is like the parades that they have. Like, for example, over July 4th weekend, there was a parade that they're having. It was called the Pixar Pals Parade. And the parade includes a bunch of the Pixar characters from the movies, and they're all part of the parade. And it's so cool and it's so well done. It's very professional. Um, it's a place to go where you when you just want to get away and have some fun. It can improve a mood if you're in a bad mood, or make you happy when you're sad. It's the happiest place on earth. Well, on Second Life, I should say. Um, so on that
Watch
note,
out for
Rob,
alligators.
Right.
what,
Happiest place on the grid.
Robbie? Now I want you to tell us about Callus Galadon.
Palace Galadon is my favorite place to go in Second Life. It's a park and event center covering 10 Sims, owned and operated by Ty Tank and Truck Meredith, which is open to the public and free to use. It started off in 2008 on 3 Sims meant to showcase their landscaping business. They added their first holiday sim in Christmas 2009, followed with a Halloween build in 2010, both of which were featured in Second Life Destination Editors picks. The park has grown since then. It covers 10 Sims now, with different styles of landscape, all named for different places in J.R.R. Tolkien's Middle-earth, each with different activities available. There's boat rides and balloon rides, Kegel and water horse stables, scuba diving, a submarine tour, and several dance clubs with calendared events, dances, and live concerts. But mostly it's photo ops. There's so many places with poses and just vistas for you to take pictures in. It's also a really great place for a date. Though nudity is strictly prohibited and public sex will get you ejected, what goes on in your IMs while you're under a blanket on the cuddle boat is between
Exactly,
you and your friend.
or in a hot air
Oh
balloon
my.
or a sleigh.
Wow. Okay.
There's there's blankets.
But the Christmas and Halloween fairs are a must visit, and all the activities are free to use, though the park does rely on donations to thrive. So if when you're not on a tight budget, be sure to throw some lindens their way. Keep the magic alive for everyone at Callus Galadon.
Well, thank you. I guess I will go with my SL on a budget, which is a place. It's kind of an interesting place, in the sense that it's the biggest gay all male place that I know of on the grid. It's called Hawk's Landing. If you've never heard of it, it's 26 Sims, I think it is. And 3 of them occupy Hawk's Landing, and the rest is open water and a couple islands out there that you can rent places on. But the great thing is the rent is very cheap. It's 750 lindens for 500 prim. And the catch is it's per month, not per week. And it's a nice setting. You can drive around. You can boat on 20 some different sims. It's an amazing place to live. You can also role play there. They have great role play and positions create your own. I mean, that's what role play is all about, right? So, and if you have a business and you want a store, if there's room, you can get a store for free. And it doesn't cost you anything monthly. So I should say, stop on by and check out Hawk's Landing. It's a great place to go. And I mean, they have jet ski wrestlers, you name it, it's all there. Check it out. And now, I'd like to give this over to Lee.
Well, the place that I have got is Mad P. Mad P's been around since 2008, so they're actually coming up on their 20th anniversary pretty soon. So I'm real excited about that. Not only do they have a complete sim full of fun toys and gadgets, furnishings, all of it is very interactive with great, excellent animations in it. Just like an amazing amount of free stuff that you can pick up in the store. They also have these experiences. Now, every once in a while, they will put all the experiences on sale, like either for free or for a discounted price. But right now, what they're running is a completely free experience that's in cooperation with Second Life. And you go in daily and you do these, what's best described as like a detective hunt. So you're going in there, you're looking at clues, you're trying to solve this mystery, and it's all free. You get this free HUD that you get to put on that automatically just switches through the game. It's just as good as some of the stuff that I've played that was developed for Steam and for other platforms. So lots of fun there. And like I said, the best part of it is it's free. So even if you can't afford, which for their full experiences, it ranges anywhere from 1,000 lindens all the way up to 6,000 lindens for the ultimate experience. I think there's even some more expensive plans there too, which allows you access to every single game and every single HUD. But the free experience is worth it. You just show up, you walk through a gateway, boom, you're in the game, and it tells you exactly what to do. Lots of fun. So I'm going to pass it on over to Raymond. And what do you like?
Well, my thing is that I just love the shop. So, when I looked at the segment that we were doing for SL on a budget, my thoughts is, well, my budget is low lindens, so let's take a look at that. My favorite place to go to is actually, if you search for it, it's Heartbeat. It's actually 4 stores that is in one central location for us, which is fantastic. This one that we're introducing up here is just one in particular, Nazario. But the clothes choices, it's always nice to look nice when you're going out to all these free places that we're going, and you're dressed nice, and there are a variety of clothes, depending on if you are dressing more moderate or if you want to be a little more risque, I should say. The variety is there across the board.
Ray, why'd you look at me when you said risque?
Well, I mean, but they give you a choice of clothing, and it's usually they keep their sales on for a week. So you can get some pretty nice clothes for 60 linden and look nice. And, that's what I like to do. That's my favorite thing, is just to go shopping, see what I can buy that's nice on sale and go from there. But, I think all in all that SL is just a fun place to be. It gives you so many choices, so many things to do.
Is that a picture of the layout of the stores?
Yeah, when you first TP in, you land up right in the middle, and the stores are north, south, east, west. You take your time, walk through each one. The sales are at the bottom, the stores are at the top. They give you a set of stairs, so you can go find more. But everything they have on sale is in the store, but you better buy it when it's on sale. Like a fat pack may be $250 on sale, but in the store, if you go buy it, it's $250 per outfit. So you really do.
That's quite a difference. Wow.
Huge difference. So definitely take your time and look around. But at this point, I think let's go ahead and go into a break. And I think we've got some words from KK Designs. So here we go.
Welcome back. Time for Guy's Favorite Gear, where our guys bring forth some of their favorite things in SL that you want to try. Okay, Victor, what did you bring to the table today?
Well, that cute little guy that you see on the screen there, his name is Fred,
Love it.
Mhm.
and he is Hammy Zoom Zoom in his little car. You can't get him on Marketplace, but you can get him in the in-world store, and he is so much fun. He drives around on your floor. You can set how far you want him to be able to drive, but it's like sometimes he's drunk and sometimes not because he'll go really slow, then he'll stop all of a sudden, then he'll back up, and then all of a sudden he'll take off in another direction at top speed, running through the furniture because he's Phantom. He'll just run through everything and he'll disappear under your furniture, then all of a sudden he'll zoom out in a different direction. But it's a lot of fun. It's just a little something to have in your house, to make people laugh or to talk about or whatever. And he comes in different colors. I believe he comes in pink, yellow, white, and the teal or the aqua color, as they call it, that you see on the screen up there. And they're just adorable. They don't make any noise, thank goodness, because he'd be peeling out or burning out every time he went in a different direction because he drives so fast at times. But yeah, definitely go and check them out. You can find them in search. So all you got to do is look for Hammy Zoom Zoom, and you'll find him. And he's been a very, very good friend to me, especially making me laugh since I got him. So check him out and let us know what you think. So, Robbie Roo, I'm going to pass it over to you next, mister, and you tell us what's your favorite gear.
Well, my favorite gear is I'm wearing it right now. It's the number 57 hair from Barber Yum Yum. They're a great little hair shop. They do everything in 4 different color sets. So you've got your reds and browns, you've got your brunettes to blacks, you've got your blondes, and then you've got your anime colors. Um, 2 of the things that are particularly interesting about this hair is that if you are a Neko or a Kitsune or Usagi, if you're wearing animal ears, it actually covers where your human ears would be. So you don't have to worry about having 2 sets of ears on at a time. The other really great thing about it is that it comes in, it flatters different kinds of heads. So you can wear it on, a small oval twink head. You can wear it on a teeny tiny lady head. You could wear it on a big square man head. And it looks good on everybody. I have lots and lots of different avatars, and this hair looks good on all of them. So I can recommend this to anybody who's looking for a really versatile hair. They run around $300 for each color set, so they're really economical. And they've got a lot of styles at that store that are all worth checking out. So how about you, Guy? You have something for us?
Yes, I do, as a matter of fact. What I'm bringing to the table today is, I know this probably sounds strange, but a pair of jeans. They're called Broberry jeans, and they're made by Jetwool. Now, I will tell you, they do come in, so many different colors. It's just incredible. And they come in rolled up or straight leg. They fit most shirts. I mean, I find them to be the best jeans too because they fit the shape of your butt, especially if you're a Belisa. They look really good on a Belisa.
Nice. I have a Beliza, but that yeah, I can appreciate having that can framed nicely.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and I mean, we're talking colors galore, but I do recommend the fat packs because this place tends to be more expensive, Deadwool, but you're only going to get a bargain if you get the fat pack from them. unfortunately. But the quality of the merchandise, oh my gosh, through the roof. You would not believe how good these clothes are. And there you can see, if you look at the picture, you can see the butt. Oh, see, it looks very nice. I would like to pass this off to Syl. Syl, what did you bring to the table as your favorite item today?
Well, I like a drink, or a cocktail, or just something that I enjoy is this Sibylla margarita. And I've been a fan of this brand. I guess they have some interesting things there, and they tend to have a little bit of a tailored look to it, or something I've attracted me to it in any case. But it's great. It's a nice little fashion edition. It's good if you're going out and being social, or you're at a club, or you're just hanging out with friends and stuff. It's just fun to have a little drink in your hand.
It does look good with your outfit.
Thank
Mhm.
you. And I was out at a little social gathering at that point too. There's a nice little close up of it, and I'm wearing it right now, so the camera is just everything's all there.
Looks very
Um,
yummy.
yeah, it's tasty. And Raymond, what did you bring to our table today? What's your gear?
Well, my favorite thing is a piece of furniture, really, and it's the Rutgers couch. Now, many of you know this couch has reputation of being, hmm, let's see, desirable when it comes to cuddling, I guess. But the couch is nice. It comes with some basic colors, the white, black, the brown, things of that nature. But you can buy little texture sets to go with it, so it really is customizable to put in your home. But the reason why that I like it is the animations. Yeah, they're uh,
How's the
they're
mileage?
they're kind of right on. I don't know. They just make the experience feel a little bit better. Like, oh, okay, cool. It's not just pose balls. You get on there. You're doing that one thing, and that's it. There's some poses in this that gives you a little intro to it, and it just makes it feel a little more real. You know, Sometimes you're looking
Yeah,
for
I
that,
mean, you
but
should just say it. It has some of the best sex animations on the grid.
well, somebody that doesn't have relationships in SL, why would
Oh
I
yeah,
know
me
about this
too.
couch?
Sorry.
But I'm just saying, I'm just saying. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's my favorite thing. So one of many. But yeah, so y'all should check it out though. It's definitely worth the money. It runs about 1,500 linden, so it has a little tag on it, but you can't get the nice stuff for free all the time. Sometimes you got to pay for it. But anyways, I'm sure that
Mhm.
Leaf has a really good product that he can show y'all as well. So Leaf, what you got?
So yeah, we're definitely taking it back to the bargain basement. Again, this is not going to be a high price tag item that will break your bank. It is my favorite toy, at least for the last 6 months. It's called Bubble Pop, and it is available on the marketplace for a mere 10 lindens. And it is made by the Black Forest Company. This thing is very popular. You can find it all over Second Life. Pretty much any place where there's some kind of arcade setup, you're going to find one of these. And what's really cool is you can stretch it, so it can be really, really big. It can be really, really small. I tend to make it kind of like a desktop size just to keep it out of the way. But it's got a great song that you play. You stick it out. Everybody just gets captivated by the bright colors, and I'll sit there and play it for hours, literally. I think my high score on it so far is like 5,400, around that range. So yeah, the more combos you get, the higher it gets. So it's basically like Tetris and tic tac toe in one.
Ooh.
Do you like click on the balls and make them disappear? Is
Yep.
that
Yeah. Every
popular?
time you get a line up, down, then you'll click on it and it'll disappear and everything will drop down. And then you just
Yes.
keep going. And the real technique is to do the ones on the top rows. Save the ones at the bottom for emergency.
And did
Yeah,
you
it's
say
2 or
10
more.
Linden?
10 lindens. Yep.
Oh
I
my god.
have definitely gotten more than my money's worth out of it.
Yeah, you can click on any combination of 2 or more of the same color. and they'll disappear when you click on
The more balls you grab, the better.
them.
Oh, really? So it's
Mhm.
interesting.
And Leaf grabbed 5,400.
Yep. So yeah, that's my favorite item.
Well, everybody, as you can see, we have shown you a diverse selection of our favorite products that we have in SL. And over time, I'm sure those will change and we'll bring more to you. We try to bring you new products all the time so you can get out there and find them for yourself and get as addicted to them as we are. And get out there, do some shopping, and get the products, because if you don't get our products, then how will you know if they're your favorite gear too? All right, guys, for our next segment, it is Guy's Review. This is something that is sort of new, but you'll start to see it a lot. We're going to be reviewing products for you guys that we've found in World that we think are pretty interesting. Today's product is a legal tablet by Bellatech. Leaf, what was your reactions and opinion of the product?
So when I got a hold of this, I was really excited by the idea of Watch Together. Ever since a certain company that had certain kinds of movies went a certain way, you can't really watch in world together like we used to. So when I saw this, I thought, oh, well, this is cool. We can do that again. It's got Cosme in it, which is kind of like a group share, which you can technically get through a browser. But having it in world is cooler because it just keeps you more immersed in the environment there. And it has like all the standard stuff like YouTube on it, but it also has access to Pluto, and it's just I don't know, it makes it a little easier to get to those sites that are actually legal to watch and share with your friends and still stay in world, which I really dig on. Raymond, what do you like best?
Well, I think
This
the
is
opportunity of being able to watch, like you said, with each other in world definitely is helpful. Um, we did have a Magic TV at one time that was a lot easier, like you said, to watch things together with. But this would make it a lot easier and gives you, I guess, a little tablet too. So, Guy, what you think? What's going on? What are your thoughts?
Well, I really, really like. I thought, what a cool innovation for Second Life to have a HUD that's a television almost. I mean, I went on there and watched in-world television shows like wrestling, and there's a couple talk shows
You could actually
like
get
our
Guy
talk.
Talk on it.
Yeah, I
Good.
actually thought that putting Guy Talk on it would be a good thing because
you
I
get
would
a
definitely
legal
agree.
tablet, and you get a legal tablet, and you get a legal tablet.
that's right. We'll hand them out and put our
I
little
just start doing the
logo on
live
them.
shows to hand them out.
And we'll make sure that there's Guy Talk on every one.
We
But
could
I
have a
think
Guy Talk branded one.
the only thing I didn't like was, like, say you go to watch one of the shows, you had to totally shut it down to get back to the menu.
Yeah, that was kind of a struggle.
That part I did not like. Other than that, I thought it was fabulous. But yeah,
There's
Guy,
definitely some room for polish where that's concerned.
you should send that in a note card to the creators at Bellatech and see if it's something that they can do like a bug fix on or whatever.
right. Well, we'll see if we can get Guy Talk on there once we go uh, viral. So,
Ooh, that would be
Right.
good.
Sil, what did you think on this subject?
I had a look at it, and I think it's great. I mean, if you're by yourself, you want to sort of stay in Second Life, and you want to just be immersed in something, or listen to music, or watch a movie, or go down a rabbit hole of YouTube stuff. That's fun. I think it's interesting. I think it has good potential. I think if they can, like you say, fix up some of these bugs, and it could be a good tool for navigating, like visually navigating the different ways to access the Second Life community, as well as like shopping or gaming or, whatever is your particular interest, if they can kind of like just fine tune it a little bit so that you could create that ease of access. I mean, we do have an easy way to hit the search button and look at the destination guide or whatever. But if they can make this into a little, interactive format that looks like you're typing into your iPad, then I'm all for it. If it keeps you immersed, it keeps you kind of in it, then sure, why not? But I think it needs to be worked out. This is like the beta version, so let's see the full
Yeah.
release. And what did you think, Robbie?
It took me a while to figure out what it was for, but it was. It, it, I'm
Yeah, the
not
name's
much of.
kind of misleading.
Yeah, I was when I opened it, I was expecting something that would my avatar would hold in his hands, and I'm not sure what I thought that would be for, but no, because it attaches as a HUD, and it's basically a browser, in-world browser, which is vastly superior to the built-in one. It actually goes places and does things that
True.
and it's got this the game zone, and I was sort of farting around with that, but I couldn't figure out how any of the games work because they're sort of old arcade games.
You even see the game
Uh,
zone.
yeah,
I saw the games, but I didn't get a chance to try it.
and it's got connections to Bellatech's shopping events, which I like because I
Did
like all
see
their
that. That was
shopping
pretty
events.
awesome.
Yeah, they have some good products.
But yeah, no, I think it's something that I can see developing into a more, I think, immersive experience.
Well, Victor, what do you think on the subject?
Well, what I think on the subject is that this legal tablet is easy to use. It's fun. I have been one who, since, as Lee put it, a certain company got shut down and all of our TVs disappeared and all of our DVDs disappeared,
Mm-hmm.
I
You're
decided
just
that
throwing
I
fighting
was,
words out there.
uh-huh,
Mm-hmm.
I decided that I was not going to put up TVs in my house anymore. Although the Bellatech TV is a very good one, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about the Bellatech legal tablet. It comes up, as everybody was saying, it comes up as a HUD. And all you need to do is just navigate around it and put in what you want. I am a big user of Cosme for watching TV because I've got most of the streaming services that are out there, and you can run them through Cosme. So I can have a watch party whenever I want to, and we can, if it's out there, I can probably find it on one of the streaming services to watch.
Hmm.
And the best thing about that is you can watch them with no commercials.
Ooh.
Lord knows, I don't like watching commercials. Hell, I see every time I watch live TV, I see commercials for attorneys and drugs, and that's about it. But that's, this is Louisiana. It's a very litigious state. But anyway, I digress. Um, this tablet is very cool because it's not something you mount on your wall and then you have to take off your wall and take it with you and mount it somewhere else when you want to go to other people's homes to watch movies or TV shows or whatever, even playing games. I think that Bellatech is definitely onto something with this device, but as several of you said, I do think there needs to be some uh, tweaks to it to make it even more friendly. And especially the one where you have to shut it down and remove it and then put it back on to have it actually change programs or change, what you want to use on it. But yeah, it's definitely something that I recommend to everybody out there, whether you just want to play a game or you want to watch TV or you want to watch a movie, whatever it is, this is the device that you need. Now that certain company has screwed us all. Oh, did I say that out loud? Sorry.
You
Yeah.
did. I heard it.
Well, I mean, the truth is the truth, and sometimes it hurts. But anyway, Bellatech, good job on this one. a few of those little minor things, and you got an amazing product. That's what I have to say about that. So I give it 2 thumbs up. What do you guys think? 2 thumbs up? 1 thumb up? What?
I'm going to give it a 1.5 thumb up because I'd really like to see some more work done on this before I could give it a shining, super grin Fallout Boy kind of endorsement.
I'm gonna
It's
give it a 4 thumbs up out of 5.
4 thumbs up.
Yeah, because that
Whose
going
thumbs
back,
are you borrowing for that?
I don't want to
going
know
back
about
to
borrowing thumbs and stuff from folks.
going back to get back to the menu and stuff. That's the part I didn't like. So I give it 4 out of 5. So
5 thumbs.
Yeah, there. Like I said, there are definitely some bug fixes to be done in it. So
Some kinks to be worked out.
but
yes,
it's a pretty good darn product for what it
it
is.
is.
Yeah, it definitely
It
is
really
very
is.
ambitious. I like the direction they're heading with it. But as you guys have said, they've got some other awesome gear out there too. So even if this tablet's not your speed, there's definitely some stuff worth looking into out there.
Well, I've never seen anything like it.
It's the first
Anyway,
of its kind on the market. It's extremely portable, which is an amazing thing. I mean, being able to take it wherever you go. Because, I mean, I know we all probably go to other people's homes or venues and watch a
Mhm.
movie for movie night or watch, binge watch a TV series or whatever, you know. And just being able to take it with you and host it yourself, even if it's not at your own home, I think that's a wonderful thing.
yeah, I agree.
Absolutely.
So, all right, you guys. Well, that is what we think of Bellatech's new legal tablet. 4 thumbs out of 5. Or for those of us who only have 2 thumbs, 1.5. But going in the right direction, guys. So Bellatech, keep it up. We love you guys. All right, guys, go grab a snack and we'll be right back. Hi again, everybody. It's time for the segment that makes you think that you're going to hear some raw and open conversation. It's called Unfiltered. You just never know what you're going to hear here. And what we'll be doing is we'll be asking a question, and all of us will be giving our answers on it or what we think about it. And today's question for our host is, how would you feel if your partner or boyfriend made more money than you did? Would this be an issue? Robbie Roo, do you want to start this one off?
I sure would. Well, I mean, considering my income, I would hate for anybody to make less than that. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. But no, I think a lot of it has to do with how people act about money. If they're kind of obsessed with money, if they think that making more money makes them more important as a person. I don't get down with that. But
Mm-hmm.
if they're if they just happen to be working a job that they're passionate about and they really enjoy, and it happens to make a lot of money. I'm fine with that. It's
This
just
question,
if making more money is their point, they can go do that somewhere else.
yeah, this question makes me think of that song "Gold Digger." Just saying.
Oh, and who might that be? No, just kidding.
What do you think about it, Sil?
Cha-ching daddy. I think it's shopping spree time. As long as you're not signing a prenup, why not?
Oh
No,
my
I'm
gosh.
joking. I'm not. That sounds so materialistic. No, if they were going about it in a way that they were, everything was about monetary gain and it was about all the things that were collected and how much value everything was. It's sort of like, well, what's my price tag? Like, what am I worth, and how much is my contribution to any of this? So it just makes me question, what is the value of this partnership or relationship? Is it based on how much financial gain has been acquired, or is it about the experiences that you've attained over that time? And if there is a problem or resentment in there, it's something that you probably should have a conversation about for sure. But it wouldn't bother me. I mean, I think each person is their own and they're going to have their own reaction to it. But I just try to take care of myself, and I'm not one that just, wants for everything that's the shiniest, prettiest, newest. Like, some people are like that though. Um, what do you think, Leaf? What are your thoughts?
Okay, so I kind of fall more into that cha-ching daddy camp. And, frankly, I'm going to go out there and say there's nothing wrong with that. If that is something that two consenting adults agree to, if you get into a relationship and you're looking for that sugar daddy and daddy wants to take care of you, why not? But by the same token, that I'm also a guy who likes to have my own genuine own income where I don't have to rely on somebody. So I have actually been in situations where I either made less than the guy that I was with, or made no money and like traded, chores around the house, domestics basically, and he just took care of everything financially. And that goes for Second Life, real life. It's all the same in my book where that's concerned. So for me personally, no, I don't have a problem with it. But I also don't have a problem with being the guy who makes more money and takes care of somebody sometimes. So, I think that's something that if you have issues with it, you need to get those out on the table first before you get serious with somebody, before it becomes a situation where it's like, well, where it is an issue basically, that either you're keeping it light, friendly, everybody's got their own money, but once you start pooling money together, if that's going to be a problem for you ego-wise, that needs to be out there immediately. Otherwise, there's going to be issues. But, if you go into a situation saying, yeah, I'm going to take care of you or you're going to take care of me, I think that's great. People can be really happy that way and not have to have financial issues burdening them, or can be able to feel like they're taking care of somebody who doesn't necessarily need it but can enjoy the benefits from it. So that's kind of my
Hmm.
position on it. How about you,
A
Victor?
message, huh?
As if I didn't know.
Hmm. Well, in my case, I don't feel like money plays a major factor either way. When I find somebody who loves me as much as I love them, then I don't care about the money side. I mean, if it's somebody that I love, if they want to be the one who is at home, keeping the home fires burning, keeping the candle lit in the window, I'm all good with that, you know? And at the same time, if it's somebody that is making more money and I'm the one doing that, I have no problem with that either. Because I think that the foundation of a relationship with a partner or a boyfriend is love.
Yeah.
If you love each other, then
I agree.
and I think that personally, I don't really know how I want to say this to not sound like Little Mary Sunshine. But
I'll
if
just say it.
if there's if you have love, what more do you really need?
Amen.
So I guess in my case, it makes no difference to me. It's,
No, nor should it.
it's a matter of, if there's something that you both want or if there's something that your partner wants, fine, get it for them. Or if there's something that you want and they can afford to get it, then let them get it for you. I don't feel like there needs to be um, all this stress over, stupid things like money. Because Lord knows there's plenty of things out there to stress out over.
Definitely. And
And
money is supposed to be a
yeah.
facilitator in life. It's not supposed to be the end all be all. Now, there's definitely people out there who want it to be that in their life. And
Hmm.
again, that's okay if that's the choice that you make.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's supposed to help you have a better life. And so pooling it quite often is, going to be beneficial, or, just letting somebody who's good with it take over, like certain people like me, not so necessarily good at controlling their impulse buying, can benefit from having somebody who's a little more mature about how they
Yeah.
handle the finances, saying, well, maybe we're not going to buy that
Absolutely.
this week.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, Leaf,
Yeah, I
You're a
agree.
cheap date anyway because all you ever want is demos.
Well, yeah, and
Um,
10 Linden bubble pops, and but
Right.
hey, makes it
Yeah.
easy to take care of me.
Hmm. So that's what I think about it. I mean, love is the most important thing. Money is like Leaf was saying. It's not what should be the main focus.
No,
Yeah, I
you
mean, you
should
can
just
live
be
in
lifting each
squalor
other up.
and, still be happy together. But yeah.
Exactly. Maybe you can still find something to lay down on at night when you go to bed.
and
You know?
and Ray, what do
Okay.
you think on this subject?
Well, listening to everybody, and it's all sweet and it's all good. Love this, love that. No, 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 no. How much money do you make? Will depend on how much I can love you. I don't want work. I want somebody to make all the money so I can do nothing except look pretty, go buy things, and just be good. Now, with all that being said, the realistic part is I want to make sure that we can communicate. Everything is good. Everything, all that good lovey-dovey stuff. But money is important. It is. And I don't want to
Hmm.
be the one to make it. No, no, thank you.
You want to
I
communicate
hope
what
they,
balance is in that account.
right. I'm all good to be taken care of. Yep, yep. Thank you.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's definitely, like you said, it's all about communication. You get that out, and then
right.
immediately get
Yep.
it underway. Who's going to be responsible for what before you start making major commitments to each other, and then you don't end up having those resentment issues. I don't think. Now, I think the problem is you come around when, like, that situation changes after you've been with somebody for a while. So either
Sure,
somebody loses their job and doesn't go and get another one, or did suddenly get promoted into a position that you never dreamed that they would be in. That kind of calls for a renegotiation of the relationship contract. I think, whether you're
sure.
just boyfriends, casual partners, invested in life, whatever, that's
Yep.
going to be a problem. You owe it to yourself and to your partner to say, hey, let's look at this again and
Right.
see what we're going to do.
When it starts on the
Well,
first date, who paid?
yeah, I'm
Did
gonna
you pay
say
for the
I
whole
think
check?
like
Then we're good. But
Victor
yeah,
does. I think that it's all about who it is, not the money.
Hmm.
And if he makes more money, great. If he doesn't, great. It doesn't matter one way or the other.
Yep.
The part I don't like is in our society, when one person, and everybody knows it, makes more money than the other person that is in a relationship, they assume that the person who makes less money is being kept. And a lot of times that's not even true. So
Exactly.
that's a part that I do not like about this whole thing of making more money or less money, because people put that on people as to, oh, he makes a lot. It's cap. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And that's just not cool, because it's like
Right.
most times it's not even true.
Well,
But
and
Absolutely.
that comes down to what goes on between two people is between them and not everybody else and their friends. So they could just butt out.
right, like
Yeah, but a
filter
lot of times
habit.
they don't. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Well, that's
They
definitely
don't
true.
butt out. They want to jump in and they want to be nosy and
Smack him
yeah.
with a
Hmm.
newspaper. Down, boy.
Hmm.
and
Exactly.
sometimes the
Swat them on the
person who
nose.
makes the money wants to
Yeah.
show it off.
Yeah. That to me is a no bueno. No, no, no. Mm-mm. No. I mean, I am one who likes to commingle my funds. If I am in a strong partnership with somebody, not just when we meet and start hanging out and stuff. It's got to be a strong partnership. But because I feel like what's mine is yours, what's yours is mine, and what's ours is ours.
No. There's
Right.
your account,
Well,
my account, and our account. That's
But
how
you
that
would
works
always,
out.
That's smart.
well,
you would
that's
always
our
be broke,
show
then.
for today.
Mhm.
We hope you enjoyed it. Just remember that any time is a good time for guy talk. See you next time.
Hey there, fellas, come around. We got stories to astound, good vibes and laughs all day. It's the Guy Talk way. Sports and tales of daring diesels, real secrets, spill the beans from garage jerks to hard reveals. Together we break the seals. Guy Talk every morning light, shout until the moon is bright. Friendship, laughter, endless fun. Guy Talk till the day is done. Life is tough, but here we fight with each other. We survive through the highs and through the lows. Best pal sharing all we know, meet the crew and hear them chat from serious to funny. Flat every story, every tale in the circle never fails.